All right. Welcome to the first episode of the Paraprosdokian podcast, also known as the process of the Paraprosdokian. My name is Nathanael Philip Mosher, aka the Paraprosdokianist, and I'm here to walk you through my week and what brought me pain, how I patiently endured it with the help of people, how I hopefully engaged with my purpose, shared some of my perspective, and lived to tell the tale. And all of that can be summed up in the process of the Paraprosdokian. This is the first episode, so let me go through that real quick. This is my screen. I've been using this process for a little while now because it was something that I discovered in the process of writing my first one-man show. And I realized that I was obsessed with Paraprosdokians. The term Paraprosdokian is Greek for against. Wow. You know what? I'm going to leave this. I struggle with pornography, and I saw my browser history. I'm very, not proud to say. And, well, this is supposed to be imperfect, and so you might have seen it. We'll talk about it later. It's something I struggle with, and I'll be sharing some of the things that I've been learning from that struggle with it. But back to, it's going to be a lot of tabs. Paraprosdokian is a figure of speech in which the latter part of a sentence, phrase, or larger discourse is surprising or unexpected in a way that causes the reader to reinterpret or reframe the first part. So, for example, I've been playing a lot of Marco Polo alone because I'm just trying to find myself. That's a one-liner that I wrote. One of the first one-liners I ever wrote. And it's an example of Paraprosdokian, and lots of things can be Paraprosdokians, jokes, lyrics, poetry, you name it. Well, you can see me having to verify this, but that's what this is going to be. It's going to be me painfully going through my week, and this is just laying it all bare for you, and hopefully giving you some tools that have helped me, even in despite of my failures. But this is just being really annoying. By the way, I'm at CTY, Center for Talented Youth at Johns Hopkins. It's a summer camp that I decided to work as a resident assistant. I got in as an 8-year-old to this gifted and talented program, and it was very expensive, and so I didn't go. And now I'm here, and I cannot get my Gmail to open. I'm nearing the end of this journey. It's been rough. It was a good 2 weeks, and it's been a bit rough, to say the least. I've learned a lot about what it means to be gifted and talented, and hopefully I can log into my Gmail so that I can even access some of these pieces of writing that I've worked on. This is awful. Maybe I'm gonna have to restart the first episode. Let's disconnect from this horrible Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi here is terrible, and I'm not using any technology except for my computer. So I'm not using any audio technology. The microphone didn't work. The what else didn't work? Oh my god. Come on, why would you do this to me? Right on this first episode of this podcast. If you're watching and you're still sticking with me, whatever. I guess something's gonna get through. I don't know, because this is embarrassing to stick with someone. But this is just a test, and it's not gonna go well all the time. But there was something I was trying to do, which was I wrote this little summary of the process of the Paraprosdokian. There we go. The technical term for a one-liner is Paraprosdokian. I already said this. I think Paraprosdokians are a lot like life because life can turn in unexpected ways, making you reevaluate the moments that came before, changing your perspective, right? And so this little handy-dandy equation that I came up with that I talk about in the show, I started applying to my life. And it's pain, patience, people, a lot of P's, perspective, and Paraprosdokian. And it also, handy enough, the pain is the life lessons. It's what you learn from going through life. Patience is you are steeling yourself and you're building resilience and strength as you go through these life lessons. And hopefully, if you live to tell, you can deliver some sort of wisdom or teaching. So it's life lesson prep. Patience also means long suffering, so it's going through suffering and learning, divided by people, so that you can get through it and really be self-sacrificial and use your life as an offering to God, so that you can live a life that Jesus is a broken body shared. And so I sincerely believe that I'm here to. I think this life is about learning to love within the limitations imposed upon oneself, and so the best way is through community with other people, and hopefully you can engage with your purpose, which is finding out what God has made you to do, and that's teaching. You engaging with your purpose teaches more people about life. And my philosophy on teaching is that teaching is about stripping away the complexities. And when you strip away complexity, you receive clarity. And one of the guys I listened to, Anthony Vicino, which I'll probably bring up later he talked about how focus and discipline can only be achieved through clarity. And then you have perspective, which is perspective means to see through. SPEC, the etymology is to see through. And so, just like life, you want to see things through, and you get a better vantage point. And so I wrote Life Preaching, and all of this can be summed up in a Paraprosdokian, which is the smallest unit of a joke, but also a way of moving the story of life forward, which is how we store memory. And it's also a life of prayer. And all of this process leads to what I call a tag, which is the second part of a joke, which is a tag is something that leads you further into the new territory you've unexpectedly crossed into. It brings up new pain, but also brings up new possibilities. And so when you go through this process of confronting your pain, so every week, every day even, this is how I go through my day. Besides all, my people, this slowly gets pushed into my calendar. So people, I'm working at this job. People are a constant part of it. And so I have right here CTY, and I have my own schedule, which is my entire, everything that's going on here is just put in the schedule. And this is part of me engaging in my purpose, because it's moving towards teaching. It's moving towards me stewarding responsibility. So anyways, you don't need to see all this. See, tonight, don't forget books and mouse in the dorm, no AC because of the sound, and record it. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I got to pick the kids up at 9 p.m. So this was a workshop that I ran at UCLA around this. But most of all, I started applying this to my life, and so that's what this is about. It's it's hopefully it'll impart any useful tools to other people. But honestly, I think this is really going to help me. I revealed I'm struggling with porn. A lot of the research is that porn deals with a lack of purpose. It's rooted in fantasy, and so that's something that I've learned through different readings. So let's go towards number one, pain. All right. And I'll just be opening these tabs as I go, and actually I'm going to keep track of all these tabs, because at the end of this I will be using this to save any or link anything that's useful that potentially you might want to share. So pain for me is all related right now, unfortunately, to money. Trying to it was the thing that started this process, was me realizing that I had to confront the things that brought me pain first thing in the morning, and that was very, very difficult. What I noticed through this process is that when I started to confront the things that brought me pain, eventually those things started to move with the help of patience and people into things that were bringing me purpose, and preaching and sharing my perspective. And in this process, I started to be able to share in a different way. And so, yes, it might bring you pain, but that doesn't mean that it needs to stay in that place. The more that you deal with the pain, the better it gets. The more you learn, the more you cultivate strength and resilience. And so now, a lot of the steps to financial independence, well, I can say in this process, I've gone from not having a job to having a job, not having any money to being able to save money, and a lot of those things starting to bring me purpose. Now I'm starting to try and figure out how to allow the creative things to bring me money and purpose and all those things. And so this is I go through my weekly errands, just random miscellaneous things. I write everything down. So just giant Google Docs called Remembrances that is just every day I transfer things and I tag them, and I have my calendar. Like I said, everything's Google. It's all linked up. And anyways, I have it color coded for this process. So let's see. I'll just go through. I'll go through certain things just because it's the first time. I went through the self-authoring program by Jordan Peterson, which I highly recommend. You write so much text. I can just show you a little bit of it here. It doesn't lock me out. This is something. It's about $26. I was going through a breakup, and I really needed to clean house and see why I was 3 years and some change, and very close to yearning for marriage and family and all those things, and just not being able to deliver on those things. And I could cultivate resentment and blame it on her, but ultimately I needed to find out what was my fault. And so what you're doing is you're going over your faults, you're writing out your future, you're going out over your virtues, seeing what's good, and you're going through your past. And oh my God, it was 2 weeks of just almost like a self dissection. You dissect it and then you bring it up to God in prayer, and it's a rude awakening. But I would say at the end of it, I reached a brokenness and surrender that I could only explain as me completely attempting to give everything, my entire will to God. And that is a continual struggle, and I continue to fail. But again, on the other side of it was just a deep, profound grace. So I'm not going to go through everything that I've done on this, but I will recommend it. And these are lots of other things that I'm working on in terms of cleaning, meal plan, physical health. I'd like to. The food here is not great. There's lots of things that I'm trying to do health-wise with my food. For the most part, I just avoid added sugar and dairy, and I use my allergies and my own immune system to tell me I'm very sensitive, and so I just trust that right now. So that's what I'm doing. Physical health-wise, I have been doing weightlifting here, so some swimming. I did rock climbing at one point. I love basketball. I've been playing a lot. That's been really fun. Table tennis is something I want to do more of. But those are some of the things that I'm exploring. So this is like all the health stuff that I'm trying to work on. So anyways, all included in pain. So it's not just financial, but this is entitled Steps to Financial Independence, because that's where I'd like to get to. I have a tremendous amount of research. Maybe I will share that with you as we go through. Here, let's just open all these weekly reflections. I have no idea how long this podcast is going to take me. I have about 2 hours. At the end of it, I'd like to play chess. And it's also going to use a tremendous amount of processing power. So let's just move past that. Let's delete that so I can link self-authoring. I'm just going to talk out loud. That's really what this is. I don't think I'm going to link this or this. So anything that I'm not sharing, I'm just going to delete. Let's slide this over and go from here. Okay. All right. Let's look at these. I have lots of reflections, and so I'm constantly writing down things that potentially will be used. It's a tremendous amount, and I can't necessarily ever get through all of this. This is like I'm still taking notes on this. It's a giant. Alex Shimozi, I listen to a lot, and he's been very helpful. and he's Anthony Vicino. I subscribe to his newsletter, so that is something I can link. But I've created reflections based on stuff from him. So let's move on from that. Golden Circle in 2020. So this is something that I picked up from a brand. He's very interested in fashion and clothing, and it's about brand philosophy. And so these are two things. When I worked for LA's Best, which is an after-school care at LA Unified, great philosophy, terrible execution many times, which is education in a nutshell. But sometimes the philosophy is bad too, but that's another story. Golden Circle, that was borrowed from Simon Sinek, and so that is why, what, and how. And I like to add for who and with who, because again, you need people. I apply this for many different things, but this is for why do I want to be financially independent? What do I want to do? How do I want to do it? For who? I am listening to, so I'll probably link some of this stuff. I'm listening to the biblical series about Exodus because Jordan Peterson is working on something called the Alliance for Responsible Citizenship. And in Exodus, there's a lot, especially Moses, about delegation and how an organization is structured. They're traveling to the wilderness, they're leaving tyranny, and they're free now. Well, what happens? Independence, steps to financial independence. Well, what now? I have freedom. Okay, now what? Right? And so I'm taking notes on this. I'm sure I'll link that in the, this is if you subscribe to my Substack. This is where you get all this stuff. And eventually I'll put it behind a paywall because I need to make money. But the Exodus video is very helpful. With who? Let's move this here. This is wow. I don't want anyone to see who this is. So let's make a copy right here, so that nobody can. Oh God, because I don't want people to see their rating. Maybe they saw it. Whatever. I'll talk about it with them individually. Let's delete all this and just. I don't want anyone to see this. Okay. Availability versus reliability. So I was meeting with a health coach, and she said, Nathan, it sounds like you need people who are not only available, but reliable. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, you have a friend. She's always answering the phone, and she's always available. Let's give her a score of 90. But her life is a garbage fire, and she's extremely unreliable. Times 10 equals 900. Now, this is out of 10,000, okay? Now, you have somebody who's extremely reliable. Let's give them a score of 90. Well, chances are some friends are extremely reliable, but they're very unavailable. These generally are successful friends. But generally, they're not going to be completely unavailable. So, and especially when you need the most. So let's give them a score of 60, or let's put it 50. Well, that's 4,500. That is a 5x score better, right? So anyways, this is, I've looked at people this way, and you can create a top 5, and then you can create a top 10, and then a top 25. And every 6 months, it takes a long time for people to change, but they do. So every 6 months, I evaluate it, and I hope I didn't delete the, okay? Let's just go template, because I can help you do this for your friends. Yes, I know you're rating your friends, but trust me, you're going to look at it and go, wow. And you're going to rate yourself, and you're going to rate your family, and you're going to rate God, Jesus. Anyways, they get perfect scores. Completely available, completely reliable. Anyways, you're going to really see things, and you're going to want certain people in your life more, and you're going to want certain people out. And so I highly recommend it. All right, let's go. Okay, so that's with who. Anyways, this is 2020, and you created 20 words. This is part of the brand stuff. 20 words that represent your brand, and 20 paragraphs. Why? This is anytime I need clarity on certain visions, I use this. So there's no brand around this, but I'm building a brand for everything. So anyways, there are some things that came out of this that I will hyperlink and move on. Okay, let's go here. So, found this out. From occupation to vocation to vacation. So now, there's a hierarchy of callings, and this came out of me loving etymology. Now, there is your vocation, and there's your occupation. That which occupies, that which takes up your time. Well, generally worldly things. So your occupation, your job, right? This also came from Matt Walsh saying, I listen to conservative stuff. I have to come clean right now. And so, anyways, you maybe find out I'm a racist, bigot, sexist, whatever you want to call me. I've been getting a lot out of it. I listen to everything. Anyways, we'll talk more. So Matt Walsh said, not every work is a job, right? So your job, you clock in, but I think more importantly, you get a paycheck, you work for somebody else, and you use that to deal with the worldly things that you need. Now, Matt Walsh has a job. He films a podcast. He has lots of other projects that are work. He has lots of other things that are work. Family. There's work involved. Work is just energy over time. Physics. So anyways, your job feeds into your work, feeds into your hobbies, your avocation, that which calls you away, your vacation, which vacates the mind, and that feeds into your family, right? Into your heavenly family and into God. God is a culmination of all good. So this is supposed to be, well, anyways. So these are some of the things that I reflect on. And so it's important to define these things. My job right now, resident assistant at Center for Talented Youth. And when I go back, substitute teaching. And how does it feed into my work, right? I'll just read it. I'm learning to be detached from outcome and to juggle many relationships and conserve my energy. I'm learning to work to deserve rest such that my work may bear fruit. Now, this is something in prayer and reflection that I've received and written about and reflected on, which is that I must work to deserve rest such that, right? So work to deserve rest. Why rest? So that the work will bear fruit, right? On the seventh day, God rested. Sabbath is holy. So you cannot work all the time. Work to deserve rest. You need rest so that the work may bear fruit. Without rest, the work does not bear fruit. Okay? So, but you cannot get the rest unless you work to deserve it. So that is something I'm slowly learning how to do. I am trying to channel my inner Kobe. My work and my vacation, vocation, my calling. Voc means voice, that which calls. So my work and my calling is really this work to be whatever this is, the Paraprosdokian, is to attempt to teach, to learn, to live a life of prayer, to have a family and kids, and those are other things that are callings upon me, right? And then you have your hobbies, which I'm realizing that what it calls me away, it does not call me away from God. It generally calls me away from people sometimes, but it calls me into a space of aloneness. I can be playing basketball, but there's a flow state. It's not the same as just hanging out. There's an activity that I'm doing at the same time, and so I'm seeing the way that works. My life, my family. What is my life? Be still and know that I'm God. So when I'm still and know God is, I see myself more clearly. And my family, I miss them. I'm out here, not with them. And my heavenly family, I miss them dearly. The body of Christ, I mean, they're all around me. I met people here. We started a Bible study. There are so many Christians here and people that are here with me, and I was afraid. And so, yeah, shout out to Debbie, Bright, and Victor, and Tracy, and Matt, and people at Koinonia. That's not what they're called, but people I met through my friend Jonathan. And so they're all here. What else? Again, more hyperlinks. I'm reading. I was investigating about the celestial hierarchy of angels because I noticed a lot in similarity between that and virtues. And there's all these nine levels of hell, 9 virtues, 9 degrees of consciousness in Buddhism. I mean, there's all these 9s, and so there's 9 angelic hierarchies. This is a book by Pseudo-Dionysius the Areopagite. Pseudo means they don't know who really wrote it. It might be not a lot, but not worth it. I don't know. Again, I read everything, and I highly recommend reading things that even you might disagree with, as long as you also read the truth, what you know to be the truth. Well, it's, for me, it's the Bible, the Word of God, prayer, discernment, and so I can read these things and compare it. but if I finish this, I will share it. Wow, I'm doing a lot. See, I think this will be helpful. Ultimately, I realize how detailed my life is, and so 30 minutes in, we're still on pain, lots of pain. Also, this first episode. Let's see. I'm taking notes on all the parables on money. Now, many times, I see many times that when Jesus speaks about money, it is a metaphor for relationship, currency. Now, transactional friendship and the way that time and energy, oftentimes in relationships, manifested in money. How do we value a relationship? How do we value each other's time? And so, obviously, in the kingdom of heaven, it's a bit different. But anyways, I am taking these things. This is the latest one. 2 people owed money to a certain moneylender. One owed him 500 denarii. I just found out one is about $50, which interesting parable of the talents is very interesting, I would say. But let's see, what is the CTY talent show piece? That would be interesting to go over. Anyways, because I talked about talents, let's see. Neither of them, one owed him 500 denarii and the other 50. Neither of them had the money to pay him back, so he forgave the debts of both. Now, which of them will love him more? Well, obviously, the one that had the bigger debt. And so then Jesus turned toward the woman and said to Simon, "Do you see this woman? I came into your house. You did not give me any water for my feet, but she wet my feet with her tears and wiped them with her hair. You did not give me a kiss, but this woman, from the time I entered, has not stopped kissing my feet. You did not put oil on my head, but she has poured perfume on my feet. Therefore I tell her, her many sins have been forgiven, as her great love is shown. But whoever has been forgiven little loves little," right? So grace abounds, and you must forgive much. And he is always speaking about the Pharisees. Wow. I mean, I feel like I have lots of sins to be forgiven, and they are forgiven. And so I must think about the lifetime of sin and how much grace I'm being given. Now, I wrote this piece to perform the talent show. I wish I had a video of it, but I didn't do it because I wanted to preserve the anonymity of the camp. But anyways, I'll link the transcript of it. It even has the chords to the music. It'd be nice if you can hear me sing it. But again, all of this will eventually be made available. I've been writing about the cornerstone. Have you not read the scripture? The stone that the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. This is Lord's doing. It is marvelous in our eyes. Now, I have this thing, all the cornerstone scripture. I'm going to skip along as I have more details on that. I will link that. So I think, wow, so much stuff. This is from Alex Hermosi. Work for free, offer value. I've said that you should offer to work for free for someone to learn from them. Therefore, you need to ask yourself, what is it that you want to learn from them? He said, go for someone 1 to 2 steps ahead of you in the direction of that person, not 20. So who's that person? What can you do for free for them, which provides value? Be an adult. Do your homework. Figure out what you can do. You're right about that. Then do it. And expect the person won't care. Then keep doing it. And if it's good, they'll give you a shot. How are you going to do this? Has anyone taken you up on your offer? If yes, how you? So I am slowly trying to parse this out. People that I want to work with. Now, wow. It's difficult because you must realize eventually that maybe you do not have much for free that will provide value. One of which, for me, is building my own audience, building my own clarity, building my own voice. What is it that I can do for them? So sometimes I hit snags. All right. This is... I'm trying to build a men's group with my church, a men's ministry. We don't have much on this. There's a book that I'm reading called Fighting Shadows, which I think I'll bring up in the sadhana portion, which sadhana means spiritual practice. That's the stuff I do in the morning and at night. Okay, let's move on. Priest, prophet, provider, protector. I will make something for you guys. It's hard. Some of this stuff is so personal, but I'd like to give broader templates. But this is something I worked out with my friend Nemo. Now the priest, we were trying to figure out definitions, lives a lifestyle of purity such that one may offer sacrifices on behalf of the people, which begs the question, how can you purify yourself such that you may offer a sacrifice to the Lord on behalf of the people? What sacrifices can you offer to your Father? Definitions for prophet, speaks to God on behalf of the people, is tuned to the Lord. How can you attune yourself to the voice of the Lord? How can you speak for the Father to his lost sheep? Provider, definitions, provides a sacrifice for the people from an overwhelming faith that one has abundance. Questions, what are you grateful for? How can you sacrifice that abundance for your Father on behalf of the people? Protector, definitions, a strong and watchful resistance who protects the people like a ram who encloses in the sheep. Let's capitalize that. One who prepares a house so that it is fortified. Questions, how can you be more alert, watchful, and sober-minded? Who are you protecting and from what? How can you build walls around the temple? Your body is the temple. Prodigal son, final. Definitions, a wayward firstborn who inherits a kingdom, one who turns back to the Father. Questions, what is preventing you from turning back? Conclusion, to obey is better than sacrifice. Therefore, how can you obey? To do what is right in the present moment, and sacrifice. What can you delay short-term gratification for long-term pleasure in the sight of the Lord? Again, I struggle with this. Questions, what can you do right now with your brethren that is pleasing in the sight of the Lord? This is probably another question that needs to be added. Again, we'll send a template. These are some lessons from Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett, taken from a video from Alex Hormozi. I will provide a template. Everyday Spy, lots of readings from this guy. You can just subscribe to his newsletter and get that stuff, so I won't bother with that. Finally, okay, God, so many different things. I don't do everything every day, okay? There's a rule. Does it have to be done in this moment, now? Okay, life or death. Quick decisions. I'm going to play chess at the end of this. So this is one of the things I do every day. This is very detailed. This is called dreamlining. This is from Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Workweek. I can try and create something that is helpful to be used. If not in this one, I use this all the time, so eventually I will. Okay, let's open this in a new tab. Oh man, I've adapted this from 3 different things. From Tony Robbins, The Richest Man in Babylon, Dreamlining from Tim Ferriss, 4-Hour Workweek, and it's called Reverse Engineering, Reverse Goal Setting. This video, I have it somewhere. I have a budget. I track every single expense. At the end, I total it up. I take 10%, 10% to pay off debts, 10% to for me, it's I'm paying off my car to my mom. I pay for utilities. So about 20%, 10% to charity, 10% for pleasurable experiences. Eventually, any start investing. I have all these notes. I'm gonna do it. Anyways, lots of different things. Yeah, it's very detailed. So I'll go over that later. Let's go here. Dreamlining, target financial goals. Okay, so this is based on the dreamlining process where you get your target monthly. This is crazy. I'm trying to make $8,000 a month, but in like 5 months. I have no idea how this is possible. And again, I want to make this month. 4 goals using this process based on your monthly expenses. I haven't been the most thrifty. Again, I'm making like $2,800 a month right now. So I need to make, anyways, this is crazy. But you see like how much you need to make per hour, all these things. Okay, let's move forward. Reverse goal setting. So these are 4 goals. Template here, there's a calculator, all these things. Okay. So I want to get a streaming setup. I want to do this live. I want people to ask me questions live. I want to build something. So anyways, I need a better computer. I need a lot of things. What are my barriers to attainment? So I'm not going to go over those, but I have some, right? You can see, if you can read. Resources. What do I have now? Time. And then you create an ideal. So who's a person for this, that this is inevitable, that this goal would be inevitable. And then you evaluate yourself on a scale of on a scale of 1 to 10. It doesn't always be a 10. And then you evaluate yourself, and you create a gap. And now I look at this almost every day, and I'm trying to be better. Look, I have to start these things ASAP. I'm starting it very soon. Monday, Tuesday. I wanted to do this on Monday. It's Wednesday. Doesn't matter. I have to do this. Willing to teach. Now, This is something I've been thinking about a lot. Teach those who are willing to listen, and listen to those who are willing to teach. Now, anyways, I'm called to teach, so I'm willing. But who do I listen to? And so that's defining teaching and all these different things. Anyways, there's all these things. Your assets. So these are, skills, attributes, assets. Okay? Knowledge which makes goal inevitable for you, aka your employability capital. All right? Okay. So do this for everything. It takes time. Become the Paraprosdokian. Anyways, this is trying to do that. I'm doing this. Prospective husband. Wow, how do you attach a financial goal to that? Well, I tried, but hence the 8,000. I mean, oh man, but it costs money. Trust me. Any young men here? I haven't made a lot of money, and it's very hard to maintain a relationship. Really, I mean, there's much more things than that. But anyways, same thing. I will go over these more in depth, but obviously this first one, I'm noticing I'm having to go through these things a lot faster because it's the first time. So I am going to just allow it. Anyways, I'm planning an East Coast trip. I'm potentially getting my master's as a backup plan. Lots of different financial planning, blah, 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 blah. Not something you need to, that's going to help you. It's specific to me. Okay, cool, pain, done. Those are all a bunch of links for later. Oh shoot, that's not good. This computer is not good enough power-wise for all of this, but it is what it is. Oh, just right there, that's right at the end. Patience, okay. How do I get through this crazy amount of pain? It's not that bad, but I mean, I did have a rough week. I brought up some of the stuff. Exercise. I read a lot. I listen to podcasts. Look, I'm listening to Daily Wire stuff. Cat's out of the bag. I don't know. Probably gonna get canceled. I don't know anymore how to hide it. It's impossible. Yeah. I don't know what to do anymore. Okay. Anyways. I read a lot of books. I have like a stack of books that I read every morning. I'm constantly reading other stuff. There's Spotify audiobooks. There's YouTube. Tons of podcasts. Yeah, let's go over some podcasts real quick that I listen to. So I can get canceled here. I listen to wow, but she's going some deep stuff. Candace Owens. I just started listening. It's a lot, but whatever. Jordan Peterson. Love it. Bill Simmons. Sports. Sometimes Joe Rogan, mainly like specific guests that I need information about. Bible in a year. Every single morning I listen to the Bible. I read this devotional by Oswald Chambers. Highly recommend it. Anyways, what else? God, so much stuff to link. Man, it's gonna be crazy. Anyways, I guess it's helpful. Started listening to Son of Hamas. I listen to music sometimes. Tucker Carlson occasionally, not really. Ben Shapiro I listen to almost every day. Matt Walsh too. Anyways, I don't know. Nobody's gonna see this. Once they do, and I new discourses. Wow, great. It's crazy. Marxism. Anyways, demonic. It's everywhere. But listening to that guy a lot. Cool. All right, let's get back. I play a lot of chess. That'll be part of it too. Cool. All right, I do a lot of reflection, a lot of writing every day. Starting with a lot of this came from The Artist's Way, where highly recommend that book, where she gives you assignments to do, and so constantly making these reflections, quotes. That imply questions. The quotes always imply questions, will imply action, and so I sort of extrapolate from there, right? For example, there's only one way to salvation, and that is to make yourself responsible for all men's sins. As soon as you make yourself responsible in all sincerity for everything and for everyone, you'll see at once that this is really so, and that you're in fact to blame for everyone and for all things. Dostoevsky, Brothers Karamazov. Now, or maybe a different book, which I need to read. But what does this mean? Well, question: am I making myself responsible for all men's sins? Well, first of all, you have to ask, is this true? And that's your own questioning. And I can't lead you down that line of reasoning, but Sadhguru, I took his inner engineering course, and that is one thing that is an axiom, that you are responsible for your ability to respond. It's all your fault. Well, Jesus, take up your cross. What does that mean? You are responsible for every sin and your sin, but it's possible through Jesus because he died for your sins. Anyways, we can talk more. I'd like to do this a lot. It'd be cool. Probably take a lot longer. Work routine. Don't laugh away the pain. That's something that was told to me through prayer, and so just different things. But let's go through some of the things that are very important. I mean, there's so much. Let's just go through a few key ones right quick. Just open some stuff. I think what's important right now is to show you the process by which I come up with these things, so that when you do it yourself, you can look through these things. Wow, maybe I am a life coach. I don't know. Wow, I do a lot of different things, and a lot of different tools. Artist dates, that's something from the Artist Way, where you take yourself on like a solo date. Maybe most of this podcast is pain, patience, and people, because the other stuff is specific to me. Who knows? Anyways, I'm going to learn from this podcast. Lots of things that I'm starting and stuff. Notes on the application of the boss. This was like a whole bunch of notes on a book. Screw table letter. I mean, it's there's a lot that I'm attempting to do. I'll go over this process that I've applied to different things. Let's do this just because. Letters to a Young Poet. Yeah, there's a lot here. Let's go through this one. Yeah, getting an insight into the way my mind thinks, and it's interesting because it's very personal. But yeah, who knows if the other stuff people get to see. Okay. Addressing the core experiences of unwanted sexual behavior on a macro level. Obviously, I'm doing a bad job. Well, I'm doing a better job than I was, but this book, Unwanted, great book, and it brings you through these 6 core experiences: deprivation, dissociation, unconscious arousal, futility, lust, and anger. Which begs the question, always begs the question, how do you feel deprived? How do you feel disconnected? How do you feel unconsciously aroused? How do you feel worthless and futile? What do you desire? Where has your desire felt thwarted? Where can you find empowerment? Right? And they work in reverse, so I'll go through this. So you go over how do you feel deprived? How do you feel dissociated? How do you feel unconsciously aroused? How do you feel worthless, and so on? Lust, what do you desire? So lust one's lust is perverted, because ultimately desire comes from the Father, means of the Father, and so it goes back to the Father. Now, our real desire is limitless. To really be united with God. And this life is, again, I think, about learning to love with limitation, so that we can receive more grace and understand really the love of the Father. Anger. Oh, God, this is something I'm really struggling with, because I get angry. I don't know how to use it. Now the Lord spoke to me, don't be angry, be accurate. Now, sin means missing the mark. And so when I'm angry, right, Kobe has this anger that he's able to channel and be accurate. Now, so, what is the mark? What am I trying to hit? And how can I turn this anger into a focus? Because anger ultimately results from a thwarted desire. And so if I can channel my desire towards all that is good, anger can be thwarted and used and potent. And so anger turns into empowerment. Maybe that's not even right. I don't even know if I should be empowered myself. Although I should succumb to the empowerment that is. So I don't even know. Lord, yoke yourself to. This is something I'm going to extrapolate upon. I'm getting a little hot, but therefore, lust, limitless desire. Where have you limited your desire? Right. Really, this is about returning and connecting back to the Father. Again, I'm learning as I go. In order to draw strength, spiritual warfare is real. Arousal to the unconscious. So therefore, not being unconsciously aroused, but conscious arousal. Because arise, call, to find connection, and then fulfillment and deep satisfaction. Getting one's needs met. Anyways, I list any women I'm fantasizing about. There's some other stuff that I'm reflecting on. I'll share this stuff, and this is based on different things, the vow of Ona, and the verse. So This is 4 actions you've been wanting to take but have felt back, things you've been procrastinating on, things you feel you should do but just can't make them happen. It's about leveraging future pain and pleasure. This is Tony Robbins' exercise. Very useful. Used it many times. Notice that you'll have to go through the pain of taking action. Therefore, you have to list all the pain that you associate with that action, right, of taking this thing. Notice that you'll have the short-term pleasure of not following through. So all the pleasure you've gotten from not following through or taking action, list that. And you're going to have to lose that. So you're going to have to go through short-term pain, lose short-term pleasure, the pain from not taking action, 3 to 5 years without action. Notice that you'll avoid the pain of not taking action. Every single time, 3 to 5 years without taking, I will hate myself and want to kill myself, like every time. So obviously it's very potent. Notice that on the other side of this pain of taking action is the joy of following through and the escape from sure death, like every time. What if you do? I will experience the fullness of the Lord. I will know a deeper level of grace. Obviously, do it. Still hard. This is from Oswald Chambers. It's about this sort of cycle. You called to heroic spirit, restraint at a newfound sensitivity to the Holy Spirit, stopped at the point of conviction. Again, conviction, what does that mean? You must account for your past sin. It is not condemnation. This is something I'm learning. Obedience to the word, relinquishing blame, offering to God. So, something that I've been using to again, the call. How do I accept the call? Oh, this is a very detailed process. I will go over this at some point. It's going to come up many times, but it's a way to go through all the areas of your life. Zoom out 3 to 5 years, 6 months. This is 6 months. Zoom out 6 months. What do you want to be a thing? Order it. Every single part of your life. Order it in terms of priority. Hierarchy, again, of needs. Tony Robbins, how to stop self-sabotaging. This will come up again, so I will skip this, but it's about rewriting your core beliefs, and very helpful. I've done it with money. I've done it with different things. Oh my God. Ugh. This is part of an old, based on a past relationship that I'm still using those things to become a better person, even though it didn't work in me sustaining the relationship. But that's fine. There's a prayer based on the Lord's Prayer about receiving grace and love. Can't really share that with anyone in this way. I don't know about this stuff. God, non-negotiables with respect to marriage. Oh wow, this is Letters to a Young Poet. Oh God, I can't wait to share this. I'll create maybe next time. I will create something where I just go through the entire Letters to a Young Poet, and it's got questions, reflections, action stuff. I love that book. Maybe that's a series I do where I go through that book. Maybe that's something I can do a little bit every single time. I'll make note of that. You know what? I'm going to write, potentially go through Letters to a Young Poet all the way through in your podcast or elsewhere. God, I want to do this so bad. I'm excited. Ethos of spiritual warfare adapted from the Navy SEAL. In times of spiritual warfare or uncertainty, there is a special breed of warrior ready to answer the call of the Lord. A common man with an uncommon desire to succeed. Forged by adversity, he stands alongside the Lord and his forces to serve his brothers and sisters and protect their way of life. I am that man. Okay. You guys can read this. It's an amazing prayer adapted from a book about Navy SEALs. I wanted to share this. Now, I've had this necklace on for quite a while now. If you zoom in on it, it's got the whole armor of God. Okay? I was given to this, a prayer pendant, by a family friend named Peter. And I was going through a dark time. It's very helpful. I kept losing it. I put it on as a necklace. I started to wear it outside to declare my faith, but also it protects me. Now, I had an interesting experience where I was at a coffee shop, and a guy came up to me, and he saw my necklace, and he said, "What is that?" I said, Ephesians 6:10. 6:12, he said, which is, and I did not have the verse memorized. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but I just said put on the whole armor of God. Now, let me bring up the full verse. All right, let's go Ephesians 6. I always do King James Version because it's one of the first translations. Okay, for we wrestle not put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of the world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Now, he broke this down for me. And again, this is the angelic hierarchy. The principalities, powers. These are names of, there's seraphim, cherubim, thrones. Now, there is there's levels of spirit. Now, like spiritual wickedness in high places, right? Satan is called the prince of the power of air, right? Meaning that he's not quite of this earth. He's fallen from the heavens, but he's not. He has dominion over this earth, but he's slightly above it. But now, this is the interesting thing about the occult and many of these practices is you can reach high places. Spiritual wickedness in high places. You won't get to heaven. You can get trapped there. Now, this is a different conversation, but I was wearing this, and this guy just started spitting game. He was maybe schizophrenic, or he was on a different. He wasn't schizophrenic. He was not disintegrated in his personality. He was speaking clearly, but he kept saying, "God, am I hearing this right?" And then, anyways, weird experience. And he knew the verses better than me, and he took me through it over and over again. Now, I've since then had encounters with the demonic. I had a friend who stayed at my house. That night, the Lord told me, I'm sending 12 angels your way. You're going to need it. Next day, he had a demonic attack. He was in the middle of the night saying the Lord's Prayer over and over again, spinning around. He said he saw, I saw them too. Never again. 3 spirits. And this man's like a 350-pound, 6 foot something dude. Nearly killed me, and somehow I had the strength to get him from not destroying the house. I could talk about this more, but anyways, what I wanted to get into is that I was reading this again, and especially dealing with a lot of spiritual warfare while at this camp. Got so much to talk about. I noticed each thing specifically is about a certain thing. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth. So protect your loins. What is that? Flesh. Your seed. That which, your man parts. Anyways, your manhood. Your loins. What protects it? Truth. Okay. The breastplate of righteousness. Your heart. Righteousness protects your heart. Your flesh. The truth. Your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. What do you need your feet for? To go. You cannot travel or go anywhere without the gospel of peace. Okay. The shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. So long range attacks. The devil is the deceiver. There's up close and there's long range. The helmet of salvation, okay, protects the mind. Salvation protects the mind. Knowledge of salvation protects the mind. And the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. Okay, sword, up close. All right. Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints, and for me, that utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery. So, what does one need to do? Make known the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in bonds, slave, that therein I may speak boldly as I ought to speak. So, anyways, I actually tied a rosary that I had, the Jesus piece broke off, and I tied it around my ankle to symbolize that I'm on house arrest. I've still fallen into temptation, but it seems like every time I take it off, or forget to wear it, I fall. Anyways, so something I wrote about: how can you gird up your loins with the truth, such that you can resist the temptations of the flesh? How can you put on the breastplate of righteousness, so that your heart... So you look at all these different things, and you see where your weaknesses are. And so this is something I'm working on. So it's a lot of the patience. It's only an hour. I should say only. Okay. So that's pain, patience, people. Let's go to people. Yeah, I don't know exactly how... there's lots of projects, but ultimately the projects I'm working on are not necessarily shared yet. I do Big Brother. Kid's awesome. Autistic kid, obsessed with Legos. We watched videos together. Highly recommend it. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about here. Again, the people stuff, mainly, I'm keeping in touch with different people back home, but it's hard to out here. Renew my church. Love them. Discipleship group every Tuesday night. So I try to be involved with St. Monica's. Sometimes it's tough. Action Step. Post on all 5 platforms. Anyways, I have a health coach. Meet once a month. Seeing her tomorrow. These are some people I need to reach out to and stuff. I love basketball. I have a whole list of people. Alright, let's move on. Nothing I can really share here. Maybe Big Brother. Cool. My computer's so hot. That's the thing, is I don't know if it can take this. That's why I need like a streaming setup. Purpose. Oh man. Okay. CTY. And let's see. Well, I mean, I'm doing CTY. I'm trying to make like a documentary about it. Like, why are you here? What is fun? Let's talk about CTY. Lots of things went wrong. Understaffing, burnout, put with a lot of kids. One of the kids has special needs. Not much spirit this time around. They have these rich traditions. RealCTY.org. God, it's deep. Check it out. I came here because I wanted to go as a kid, and I didn't. I wanted to see what I'm missing out on, what it means to be gifted, and I think that's something I'm gonna share with you guys. The piece I wrote. Yeah. Oh, that's not this. God, there's so much lore, and a lot of it was in my head. I was so afraid of not wanting to exert as much energy as I thought was optimally necessary, that I needed to, not having enough spirit, checking out. Everybody knew that I was checked out. I came in with such high energy. I've been called the chillest, fun, I'm the fun RA, all these things, and really struggling. There's a lot of restrictions. So, all in all, I really value this experience, and I wouldn't be making this video if it wasn't for it. I wouldn't be really thinking about the concept of talent. You know what? I'm gonna talk about that at the end, and maybe I'll just read to you some of the stuff that I wrote about what it means to be talented, because I learned a lot about that, and a lot of the pain I was experiencing while here had to do with just that feeling of having wasted my talents. This is the only job where I can say, let's show these nerds a good time, and it's not sarcastic. Usually a bully's like, let's show these nerds a good time, and then shoves you into a locker. So this camp is for kids that are geniuses. I was a whiz kid. I have a video that I put on the YouTube channel that you can check out, where I talk about going to UCLA and getting an English degree and being a whiz kid, and so I also have my talent show. Maybe I could repost my talent show thing on my channel. I'm making a project that involves that. So, God, this yields so much too. This whole podcast, it yields so much of what I need to extrapolate upon and figure out. So no, I'm very grateful to do this. Whoever's listening, and maybe nobody. I'm gonna share this with Substack, but this is really profound. Something I learned. It's interesting. I found out the word talent was a Roman monetary unit representing nearly 20 years' wages. I hope everyone here, and I did this at the talent show to the kids, I hope everyone here uses their talent to make 20 years worth of income. As someone who has made very little money in my life despite my numerous talents, I hope everyone here uses their talents to make 20 years worth of wages. But take it for someone who has made very little money in their life despite their numerous talents. Make sure you have fun doing it, because it took me 20 years to figure that out. Now, I've struggled to have fun in these past 2 weeks. It was all in my head. I was afraid. So much more is for me than against me. Nothing comes fast to those who wait. Running fast makes my ankles break. I ran as quick as smoking gun, living fast and dying young. Spent all of my self-esteem on pretty girls and lucid dreams. Tried to get back up with pride, but everything inside me died. Now, I wrote 29 here. Turning 29 soon. Trust. I need to trust in God more. I was complaining. It's a lack of faith. So, something I learned. Fun. What does it mean to have fun? Still learning. But what's most important is that there are forces trying to take our fun away. Fun is willingness. Fun is grace. There's a willingness to fail. I cannot be for equity because outcomes cannot be the same. That's not a fun game. Okay, one needs to lose many times. One needs to win sometimes. Let's move on from that. I'll have more to say on that. Working on my one-man show stuff. There's a lot here. I don't know how I'm going to release it or how. I'm going to find a way. Here on this, I'm going to find a way to release it. There's a lot of intimate information that implicates my family, and I'm sure there's a way to get around it, but I'm going to be pitching that places and working on different things. Okay, perspective. So many things. Alright, this is called Your Act to Do. I mean, you know, that me on stage. That's kind of what this is about. Perform something at the talent show. Sure, I'll send it to you. Whatever. It didn't go that well with the jokes part, but the piano was great. So sure, I'll post that. What else? Okay, let's maximize all these things. Because ultimately, who knows what's going to be relevant. Delete it as I go. This is called The Plan to Refine My Act. Making this talent show documentary, or the CTY documentary that is going to be used for other stuff. What else? Richie. I'm working with my friend Richie to make a... God, there's so much tabs. I think it's getting overheated because of the... because it's loading those other things. So as I delete stuff, I think that'll be alright. Yeah, God, it's like it's gonna be so hot at the end. I don't know if, I think it's recording all this, but okay, what else? I'm trying to get booked on shows on the East Coast. You don't need to see that. Alright, delete. Just some thoughts. That is Richie's piece. Let's look at that. Working on a documentary about Rich. Cool. See that. We're pushing back to February, March. Oh God, it's gonna be an awesome documentary. My friends in the editing process. It'll be all 9. We're gonna do it at a movie theater. I don't need to go over that right now. This live shows that I'm trying to produce. Hey, man, I guess I do a lot, even though I feel like I'm confused a lot. Nathanael Philip Mosher has friends. You'll see it. It's gonna be on the YouTube channel like next week. So maybe when this comes out or the next one, just be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna post my first full YouTube. It's basically a special because I did 45 minutes and a bunch of other people. It's like 2 hours. Oh God, I'm so excited. Beautiful stuff. And I can say that it wasn't just me. So I'm gonna work on the next one. Question is, what is fun? Then the next one, what do you dream of? And all your dreams have been fulfilled. Now what? All right. October 5th. Mark your calendars. If anybody's seeing this, we are going to be doing a live show at the Crow in Santa Monica. Tickets right here. Let's link that. Sure, whatever. We're still working on that. Richie's headlining. I'm going to be doing a set, hosting. Cool. Move on. I'm trying to make this workshop around this and open mic support group, people sharing. Super cool. More to come. All right. I'm making a special where it's like all this old found footage, and it's gonna go from me at 17 years old at my talent show to now 29 years old, 12 years. God, super cool. Again, gonna be awesome. Making all these reflections. This is something I've been thinking about a lot, which is I'm called to find the sheep in wolf's clothing, right? So a wolf in sheep's clothing seeks to devour the sheep by appearing as one of them. This is from Aesop's Fables, paraphrase. A wolf in sheep's clothing seeks to devour the sheep by appearing as one of them, right? And what happens in the story is the shepherd needs to slaughter one of them, and he ends up slaughtering the wolf. A sheep in wolf's clothing seeks to survive the wolves who have devoured their flock by appearing as one of them. So what happens? You go, oh, I gotta fit in with the world because I gotta survive. It's a dog-eat-dog world. And yet, as a wolf in sheep's clothing shall be slaughtered by the shepherd as sacrifice to the Father, so shall a sheep in wolf's clothing be devoured into darkness. I need to find those people. I was one of those people. You don't have to be in those places. They're using you. It's hard to know that. But when you see people taken, used, discarded, you can't unsee that. Anyways, I don't know how I can maybe share that. Maybe I tweet that. I think I'm gonna tweet that. It's the first tweet. Because I have to do that. This is research on stand-up and stuff. I don't know. There's a lot of cool stuff to watch, but I am not watching it right now. Okay. Last two more things. What is this? I don't need to share this. This isn't like the first. Subscribe to my Substack. This is like part of the newsletter. So, what is this? I don't need this. Okay. I mean, this part is the final part. It's like me transforming everything into telling my stories. I mean, there's a lot of cool things here. I think as I get more developed with these things, I will share these things with you. Because these are reflections on how I'm building this. And this isn't necessarily that successful yet, but okay, I shouldn't say that because it'll work. I think this is just a lot. So this is the internal workings of whatever this is, and as it grows. All right, finally, tag. This is sort of like more the internal workings of what I'm using. I mean, this is always changing, but there are sort of things that are the crux of it. You know, I check all my stuff. I transfer all these notes I wrote to myself. I have questions. I free write about them, and then I condense them into the truth of what it is. And so I have it sorted down to a science. It's about 1,500 words per, 750 words per 5 minutes on stage. So whatever that may be. So that's how I sort of, depending on the project that I'm working on. So this is being used for blog posts later, / like writing a book. This is being used for a documentary about my grandma. This is being used for also the documentary about my grandma. This is being used for, this is being used for something. And so is this. This is, I'm cutting down I wrote 90,000 words on something, or 67,000 words or something on, this is for that found, all the old footage from 12 years and stuff. Books. Oswald Chambers, devotional. Fighting Shadows, about being a man. 7 different things. The lust, ambition, futility, apathy, despair, loneliness, shame. How do we fight against those things and use them for what they're supposed to be used for? Art of War and other writings. Lao Tzu, Tao Te Ching, Confucian Analects, Great Learning, Doctrine of the Mean, works. Beautiful book. I mean, look, just reading this in context of spiritual warfare. And also, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. Well, there's the way. How does that relate? St. Augustine, Confessions. Praying Life. Link. I should link all this. Prodigal God. Reading all these books. And more. As I develop notes, workbooks, whatever, I'll share. Let's say link the books. God, so much. See, if you gave it Substack, like this is like so much. Anyways, I think it's worth it. Who knows? I don't know. I paid a health coach $60. Question is, she's helping, so you should get this for free. If it helps your life, then hopefully you get money. I don't know, just stuff like piano sadhana and all this stuff I'm learning, piano stuff. I don't know. It is. Don't forget to floss, but that's about it. So I had all those things, and I was gonna end everything with a game of chess. Do I want to play a long game? Let's see, 8:13. Let's play. Let's play a 3-2. It's fast, but here's the idea. So you have your pain, you have your patience, you have all these things. Let's enlarge this a little bit. Okay. I'm sorry with E4. I've been playing F4. Okay, this is just. I'm just trying to learn stuff. Not sound. I've done this before. I've done this. I've taken. Let's just be annoying. All right. So pain. What are the threats to my position? Well, my king's very weak. Patience. I have time on the clock. I'm behind. Okay. Jeez. Let's go. Pain. Patience. People. All my pieces. Purpose. Let's attack. Whatever. I'm probably gonna lose this game. This is horrible. I mean, you use this in the there's a Karakhan thing like the band. See, it's just horrible. God, did I just lose my rook? Okay. Threats to my position. Let's get this guy out of there as soon as possible. Trade off. Okay. Pain, patience, purpose, perspective. Okay, so patience-wise, I don't have a lot of time, so let's move a little bit faster. This is kind of funny. It's so much easier to do it really when I'm thinking, okay, that was a horrible move. Just lost the tempo. Okay, I mean, look, my king's right in the center of the board. His pieces can't go there. Can't go. I mean, his knight could just be like obsolete. Point here and here. So let's think. Purpose and perspective. Let's use some of my patience. Perspective. Like that's really. I mean, the Paraprosdokian is the line. Like what are all the moves that I'm going to be doing? So I mean, God, I can just like go here. Let's see. I'm blocking this and this. Oh, I can't do that because he goes there. Okay, pain, patient, let's develop or something. I don't know. Check, whatever. I just moved my king out. Okay. Yeah, this is a bad move. Okay, my king's here. I mean, I'm probably doing horrible. I'm not that great at chess, by the way. What am I gonna do here? Okay, my knight. He's setting up that. What do I do? What do I do? Let's go here. Just get this bishop out the way. That's meaningless. I could even do that. No, that's terrible too. Okay, let's just get this bishop out the way. I'm losing on time. Like, patience is wearing what? Okay, whatever. I go here. Yeah, this is horrible. I'm not doing well, but it's kind of interesting thing to think about it in this way. Okay, that's a great position here. At least I can, harass this bishop out the way here. God, just crowd out his knight. Yeah, I mean, like, pain, patience. Okay, that's annoying. Let's protect and then keep harassing. Pain, patience. Okay, pain-wise, I'm in a lot of pain. I don't like this, but at least I'm... What? Jesus. And he goes there and I lose my rook? What? No. Okay, and I just... Ah! What? Exit full screen. Okay. Spotify. Do I need to link any of these podcasts, or you can find them yourself? I guess so. Put this here. Okay, he castled. Jesus. Now my king's like super unsafe. This guy's just here. Okay, this guy needs to get out. Let's get him out of the way. I could still win, even though like my position's pretty bad. Okay, get out. He goes here. I don't know. Protect here or something. I don't know. I got nothing. Yeah, that sucks. Okay. Let's go here. I mean, at least I have all this safety here. And I'm getting back some time. Pain, patience, purpose. Yeah, God, what am I talking about? Okay, I'm starting to do a little bit better. I mean, king's just like blown up here. He can go here. Okay, he goes here. That's not good for me. He goes here. Lots of bad stuff. Okay. Oh, that sucks. I'm just gonna take, and then he has the open file. Here. He's blocked out. I don't know what to do. I don't know where this knight can go. Here. What the heck? My queen is... At least I can take that. Maybe I can take that. Yeah, you saw that. I need to get my knight. Okay, my rook. Let's go here and here. Here. What is he doing? He's gonna double up or something? I don't know what he's... Okay, I'm running out of time. Check. Nothing. There. Nothing. Okay, still nothing. Got nothing. Oh, God. I'm gonna lose horribly. I'm gonna lose my queen. Jesus. Okay. Should just resign. God, this is difficult. Lose my queen. Lose the whole game. Check. Check takes. What a horrible position. I mean, should I play again? This is like embarrassing. I mean, I knew I was gonna lose, but not this bad. I mean, I guess that's the point. Lots of pain. Check. God, what a horrible game. Yeah, what the heck? Wait, what the... What? What? God, what the heck? What a horrible game. Okay, whatever. I guess play again. I mean, we have time. We can do one more game. Oh God, this is so fun. No, I don't care. I'm just blocked. Yeah, what a horrible game. Pain. Am I gonna lose this whole game? Let me play one more game. Notes on chess. Yeah, we can go over that in between. Let's go here. God, what a horrible game. Here, takes. Can even go there. I don't know what I'm doing here. Takes. I can't believe he just did that. It's so ridiculous. Alright, let's just get rid of this pawn and then just infiltrate or something. God, what a hilarious game. Oh yeah, I can actually analyze this out. Well, no, if I win, I don't analyze. I don't analyze anymore if I win. I mean, the thing about time stuff is, like, if he makes, like, a stupid blunder off time, it's, like, technically my moves. That's just something that I'm realizing, is that no matter what, like, what was I going to say? Oh, God, now I just lose. Well, we can go there. Yeah, let's just go there. No matter what, he, if you make the quickest move, and it gets them to do something stupid on time, like, that is the best move. How am I going to, what? He wants that? Okay. How am I going to, upload? Oh, God, so much footage. That's why live stream is better. Okay, here. God, he has 56 seconds. Oh, let's talk about some of the notes. What? Like, I can, like, pre-move all of this. You can't do anything about that. Check. That's a stupid move. I could just do that and get a queen or something. Let's just do that. Just pre-move everything. Takes, queen. What do I want to check? Check. Interesting. Here, check. I want to check him again, but check. Okay, let's go here. Just close off his squares. And then there's this. God, this is annoying. Let's close off all his potential squares and then checkmate. Cool. Checkmate. Okay. Well, let's go over my notes real quick. No. So I'm only doing analysis on losses. I just, like, look at my first mistake and then I just go computer after that. I mean, it's not, like, I'm not going to become a grandmaster that way, but check that your ID was in the right place. Only realize that you can't really internalize, if you can't visualize doing something in completion, then you can't do it in real life. It's kind of interesting. Never get the same scar twice. Win the queen, win the pieces, win the pawns, win the king. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but it's kind of an easy rule of thumb. Always think on their time. That's something that you can try and do. Always try new things and learn from their mistakes, new ideas. Use all your time. If you think it's a tactic, it takes a lot of time. If you think there's a tactic, it will take a lot of time because it will result in very quick. Yeah, so if you think an eight line thing, it's okay to take time. Be intentional yet interruptible. So yeah, have plans, create tension, get interrupted. Clarity leads to focus, leads to discipline. Yeah, I mean, really, the focus is key. Don't be angry. Be accurate. Create double threat. I mean, yeah, people knows. Playing weird openings right now, just to be more random with it. King's Gambit. Let's see. Maybe I'll lose this. Yeah. So immediately, right? Just that. You can't do that. He's supposed to push. Is the thing. I can't remember what I'm supposed to do. So, what if I just went here? He pushes. I go here. I don't know. Just try it. I don't know what this is. God, what am I doing? Okay, so it prevents that. Just can't do that anymore. Just do that. Takes. Okay. There's that. Takes. Can I castle? I don't know. Let's do that. Takes. Oh no, that's bad. Okay, well, he didn't see it. Because he goes here, 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 here. I can't do that anymore. God, I want that pawn so bad. If I go here, he goes here. See, this is split second. I don't want to castle because it seems like a mistake. Patience is a virtue. I mean, I have so much time because of the whole yeah. I develop. It's my purpose. I don't like this, and then him coming in here. Let's just castle. This has got to be bad. Interesting. He wants that? What do you want? There's a lot of blocking chance. Okay, I can let him have that. That's a bad move. I gotta develop here. Let's try this. Go back. If he just takes, okay, that's stupid. He wants to move back. What? Cool. Feel screwed. I don't know what to do. Cool, let's go. We'll just launch that. Maybe here. This can't be good. Okay, I think I can push. Let's see. God, I'm so low on time. There's pain, patience. Patiently endure the pain so that you can engage with your purpose. My purpose is to win. Okay. He allows me that. It's not the best. If I take... Let's go here, here. I think I really like this. In fact, I could check. Yeah, okay. Let's go here. Here, I like this. There's a lot of things here. It feels good. Now this bishop is locked up, and I don't know what to do about it. If I did that and he took, I could take that. Whoa, what was that about? What is that about? Really? No, doesn't work. Here. God, another horrible game. Well, I mean, this is playing F4 and all this stuff. It's just annoying. Here, check. But if I just went... I gotta get this guy out the way. I gotta get this guy developed. guy's so useless. Okay. When in doubt, create a threat. That sucks. Okay, fine. Then he can do this. Oh, but that's perfect. Oh, that's perfect. Then I can go here and then push the pawn. Oh, wait, what? Okay, let's do this first. Then here. He wants that? What do you want? What do you want? No, I'm not giving it. I can double up the rooks or something. Let's go. There's that. There's that. Push, push, push. Ooh, what if I did this? No. Let's do this. Okay, and then push. Not great. Shoot. Takes. Now I'm down. Oh, what the heck is going on? Okay, I'm gonna just take. This is horrible. I shouldn't have done this. I just ran low on time. Oh! Low on time. What the heck? Here, you can check. I can get out the way. Such a horrible. Again, horrible. Here. Here. Shoot, I just lost. It's just terrible. I'm getting a call from my friend Wayne, who's I talk to him all the time. Oh god, I just lost. Shoot. Okay, what a horrible game. Well, I can look at the analysis though. That's part of it. Played 2 games. God, nothing here. Okay. Let's go here. Okay. What's he doing? Okay. It's okay. Let's go here maybe? No, here. Let's try that. Let's try that. Oh! Here. Oh my god, he gave me the game back. Oh. Oh, that's cool. Oh, he didn't give me the game back. Smart. Here? Let's create like a shield or something. Oh my god. He attacks that and I can't defend. Oh, that's smart. Okay. There's nothing I can do. Super hilarious. Okay, design. Alright, last game. Horrible game. It's hard to talk and like play the same. I probably froze up a lot. Better quality. Book. Okay. Just immediately play d4. Let's see. Why? I do super low depth. You just castle. Who cares? What? Okay, castle? What happens if he does that? This is a gambit? Move back? Goes here? Nice E3. Oh god, the analysis is just gonna lag everything. Yeah, analysis is just gonna be way too much for this computer. I don't know if this is gonna pick up any of the audio. What the heck? What's going on? Where did my king end up? What? How is this okay? Rook takes... Oh my god. What? It's a draw-ish? What? Okay, I'm gonna move on. It's been exactly an hour and a half, and yeah, it's freezing up. But that's been episode 1. I'm excited to do this again. I enjoy this. I have no idea who I'm talking to. I don't know who's listening. It's prayer. Anyways, my name is Nathanael Philip Mosher. I am the Paraprosdokianist. I'm attempting to find the funny on the way to the wise, and the wise on the way to the funny. I'm attempting to be a journalist of the interior experience, trying to live a life of learning and prayer. Therefore, by the grace of God, go I. Thank you.